Hi guys, you're welcome back to another beautiful video. Guys, today is Friday and I am just taking out my braids. This braid is going to be a month tomorrow, so I want to start taking it out today, because when it comes to taking out braids, I am so lazy. So because I know that on Monday I will not be going to school, we have rounded up our exams today. So on Monday I won't be going to school. So let me start today. Maybe I'll finish taking out this braid on Monday. So guys, from the title of the story, you've already known what's up, right? Please bear with me. I don't have a mic and I don't have a studio. So I'll just make do with what I have. So I'm just in my room, so let's just get right into this video. Please sit back, relax, and watch this video to the end, okay? Early last year I was at the shop, because at that particular time we were having issues with salesperson. We were not having salesperson, so I had to just go to the shop that particular day because hubby was not around. He wanted to travel, or he wanted to do something for somebody outside. I can't really remember. So I went to the shop that fateful day. I was just chilling at the shop. I was chilling at the shop. There was not much sales, oh my friend. So I was just in the shop chilling and all of that. One jeep drove past. Guys, I am not good in taking out braids. This thing might take me like 3 days. I saw a black jeep that drove past. Yes, I said maybe it's one of those cars that. So I was still in the shop. The jeep now came back, stopped in front of my shop. I say, I don't hit jackpot today, because people with that kind of car, when they come, they used to withdraw huge amounts of money. I say, me, I don't hit jackpot today. So when the guy now came out, and the way he was looking somehow with a bundle of money in his hand, he hurriedly entered my shop. The guy hurriedly entered my shop, and when he entered, I said, "Good day, sir. On my mind, I'm going to do one big transaction." He said, "Madam, I want to deposit. You have fund?" I said, "Let me check." So I checked my system. I told him, "Sir, how much do you want to deposit?" He said 130. I said, "Okay, I checked again. The money inside my POS was more than 130. I said, "Okay, I'm going to transfer the money to you." He said, "Okay." He said, please do it now, because this money, they want to use it at the hospital, that somebody is this, that. I said, "No problem, sir. I'm going to push the money." So he gave me the money. I confirmed the money. The money was actually 130,000, guys. And I said, "Okay, sir, give me your details, or the bank account you want to transfer the money." Guys, he gave me, and I was doing the transaction. The man was just, "Please be fast, my guy is waiting for me." I said, "Sir, please calm down now. I am doing what you asked me to do. This thing is, if you make mistake, it's going to be another thing. So please, sir, just calm down." Okay? There were two in the car. One was outside waiting for him when he entered inside the shop. So when I finally sent the money, instead of the money to show successful or approved, what I saw was pending. And all the transaction I did that day, they were all successful. All the deposit I did that day went through. But this particular transaction was showing pending. I said, "Sir, Oga sir, Oga sir, I have sent the money, but you're going to see the alert in the next 10 to 15 minutes. He said, How did you do it? Is it not showing approved?" I said, "Oga, I am not network. These things happen. I have sent your money. You're going to see it in the next 5 or 10. He said, "Send it again." I said, "Oga, I cannot send it again." No. I was a kind of confused at that particular time, and I was having that mind to even talk with him. I was having that mind to, I don't just know how to put it. Guys, I was confused, but I was still talking. I said, okay, I cannot send it again. He said, send it again. I said, I cannot send it again. I cannot. Because if I send it again, the receiver is going to receive it twice. And then what will happen to my money? I told him that 10 minutes later, you're going to see your money. He said, are you sure? I said, I am sure. Because things like this do happen. This is not the first time I'm doing transfer. He said, okay. Oh yeah, give me the printout, which I did. I gave. Much later, I told him that, oh God, this is my shop. We are not running. From now till evening, if you call those people that will receive this money and they have not seen it, oh God, you need to come back to the shop. And my husband will know what to do about this. So we are not running. So finally, the man left the shop. That 130,000, guys, I was holding that had small weights. When the man left, something left me. Of a truth, guys, something left me. I said, what kind of problem is this? So I sat down. That money that I was holding, something said, confirm that money. So when I sat down, I started recounting the money. Hey, guys, that 130,000. What was remaining with me was 80,000, 80K. Hey, according to my brother's friend, 80 pa. Guys, I started crying. I told you guys that this is my hair. It's going to be a problem for me. I started crying. I cried. Guys, I cried. I was just talking to myself. I have not made any sales today. This kind of thing is happening. I didn't I wouldn't have opened this shop today. I cried. At that particular time, I was so fat that the shop would not contain me. Guys, I locked up the shop. People were outside. There was a beer parlor beside us. I was confused. People were outside. Our neighbors were outside, but they did not notice what was happening. Guys, my house is close to the shop. So, guys, I locked up the shop and I went back to the house. Hey, 9 minutes. That means this gist will not finish today. This one is going to be episode 1, and the other one is going to be episode 2 of the same gist. So I came back. When I got to the house, guys, 1-bedroom flat could not contain me. I was so fat at that particular time. I cried in the house. So I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried. So I went back to the shop. I was just moving about that day, to and fro. So I went back to the shop. When I got to the shop, something in me told me, I stopped crying now. My eyes were red. If I want to come out, I would just have to clean my eyes and then go back to the shop, clean my eyes, come back to the house, just like that. Something in me told me, check that your POS. Stop crying. I said, okay, let me check. I said, God, if you can do this thing for me, do it. So when I checked the POS, that transaction that was showing pending, what I saw was failed transaction. Guys, I knelt down. Like I knelt down in the shop. I said, God, you're faithful. God, I am grateful. God, what God cannot do does not exist. God, you have done it again. You did it before. You have done it. God, I am grateful. Hey, you see God there? This God is good. Failed transaction. I was like, I don't know what to do. I started smiling. At that point, I was no longer fat. I came back to my normal size. So I sat down quietly and gingerly, and so much later, my husband came back. When he came back, I said, babe. Okay, he said, babe, how are you? I said, I'm fine. I was very happy that day. I told him, babe, you're 80K richer. He said, how? Did anybody dash me money? I said, yes, so I said, yes, so somebody gave you 80K. He said, how now? I narrated the story. After narrating the story to him, he said, don't mix that money with our money. I said, no, see the money, this I had to separate the money. kept it in another side. So he went outside, told our neighbors. The landlord was saying, I noticed something like that, because yes, I saw a black jeep came, yada yada yada, drove past, came back, hurriedly entered our shop and all of that. Your wife have mind though. She cannot even shout, or me shout and that kind of thing. I cannot. So that was what happened, and they told us that we should wait for them till evening if they will come back. Evening, guys, they did not come back. The next day, they did not come back. A week later, they did not come back. 3 weeks later, they did not come. 2 months later, they did not come back. What my husband did before then, he had to transfer the money to his account. He took it to the bank and he paid the money into his account. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, you're going to see what we use the money for. Okay, bye.